Welcome back to Eolo-Kometa on Pro Cycling Manager 2021. It's been a while, but we are back. 2025 is here, our 5th season with this team. Throughout this journey, we've brought Eolo-Kometa from a Pro Conti team to a Grand Tour winning team. We won the Giro twice with Fortunato and also La Vuelta. One major goal is missing, winning the Tour de France. That's why we are here. When we take a look at our squad, it is almost unrecognizable compared to the squad we had in Season 1. In the last transfer season, one of our biggest additions was Tobias Vos, 79 mountain, 76 time trial, a born GC rider. Next to that, Matthias Kjelmose, a Danish rider of 77 mountain, 72 time trial, but only 24, so can still grow. We also added 2 domestiques in the likes of Ruben Thompson with 76 mountain and Edith Schelling. That is basically a very versatile domestique. Actually, Tobias Vos is already our best time trialist in the squad because I never really bothered to get a time trial specialist in the team. We also acquired a promising young Czech sprinter, Pavel Bittner, with 76 sprint, 76 acceleration. He's only 22 years old at the moment. Overall, we've got a very versatile squad that can achieve results in all types of terrains, which is what we're looking for. But as always, now the questions come to mind. Who goes to which race? Let's start our planning. Calendar-wise, it's quite easy. We're riding every single World Tour race, starting off with the Santos Tour Down Under, throughout the likes of UAE, Paris, Tirreno, the Classics, the Giro, of course the Tour de France, La Vuelta and the Lombardia. To be able to plan the riders in the perfect fitting Grand Tour, we need to take a look at which Grand Tours there are. The Giro is being ridden on a 2018 parcours starting in Jerusalem. We've got roughly 40 kilometers of ITT, no team time trial, but quite a few mountains. So an average Grand Tour when it comes to TT kilometers. Jesus Christ! 90 kilometers of individual time trial and 32 kilometers of team time trial. That's the Tour de France of 2025. Looks like we also have a cobble stage on day 4 with twice the Muur van Gerardsbergen, including also the Bosberg. Next to that, we've got 9 mountain stages. Hopefully those can reduce the effect of the time trials. Vuelta spans across the 2013 parcours, starting off in Villanova de Arauza, 26 kilometers TTT there. We also have 38 kilometers of time trial, but it looks like it's a hilly time trial. Here by the confirmation, the first half is basically uphill with 4.5%. And we have the Angliru at the end, so that should be fun. Firstly, it took me about 2 hours to do the planning of the squad, assigning races to every single rider. And after that, another 3 hours to assign objectives to each rider. When it comes to our GC leaders, Ayuso will be riding the Giro and La Vuelta. Fortunato will try the Giro Tour de France double. Tobias Vos will do one Grand Tour, the Tour. Just like our other Norwegian, Johannesson. Ropero will do the Vuelta. Alex Aramburu will focus on Milano Sanremo, the Hill Classics and La Vuelta, while Covi joins him at Sanremo, but rides the Giro and the Tour de France before going to Lombardia. Just like every year, 81 Cobble Sheffield does Paris-Roubaix. Lastly, Oldani will be doing the Giro and the Tour de France. Obviously, we have more riders than that, but those were the most important ones. Since we've done the season preparation 4 times already in the series, I decided to skip towards the first race of the season, the Santos Tour Down Under. 6 stages in total, starting off with a flat stage. After that, a hill stage, although there's only really one hill on the parcours. Another hilly stage, this one with a bit of an uphill sprint. After that, another flat stage. Then the old Willunga Hill stage with twice Willunga Hill. And finally, another sprint in Adelaide. When it comes to our leaders here, most likely Oldani will be our sprinter and Erik Vetter our GC leader because the other ones are not really that in form. Next to that, Edith Schelling will ride his debut race at Eolo-Kometa. When it comes to our competition, the big guns are here. I will need to get used to their teams though, because again at Movistar, Almeida and Vingegaard Ineos, I'm not used to that yet. Caleb Ewan at Trek, for example, and Van Aert and Viviani at Alpecin. I decided to switch back to the real-life Eolo-Kometa kit. I really like what it looks like. Burger King logo on the butt. Who can't love that? Roughly 6 kilometers to go. Schelling, Covi and Oldani at the front of the peloton, putting real pressure to try and get our riders to the front and keep our riders at the front before the sprint starts. It's a tiny descent now towards the final sprint, so this positioning has an advantage on the sprinters behind us. So hopefully this gives us a chance to try and do something here. Let's sprint with Schelling already, 2.5k to go. Spending a bit of energy on Covi though, that's not likable. Covi can go, Stewart in our wheel. Oldani, 2 less energy, I think. There we go, Stewart versus Oldani. Looks like Oldani might actually take it. Oldani's going to take it. Yes, we've done it. We've won the first stage of the Santos Tour Down Under with Stefan Oldani. That's one way to start the season, with our first W ahead of Jake Stewart and Peterson. As a consequence, we take the first leader's jersey in the Santos Tour Down Under. Next up, the first hill stage, one final hill with a descent to the line. We have 3 riders that fit on this terrain. Covi, Vetter and Oldani, so Let's see who does best. Here we go, the climb has begun. I want the perfect position going into the corkscrew climb, so Sculling has done the work for that. The rest of the squad is kind of getting ready because I've got a bit of a plan here. Let's put it up towards 95 with Sculling and keep this up. Only 1.5k to go on the climb, so not the longest climb. 400 meters to go, let's pause it. I'm going to attack away with Vetter near the top here. I'm going to try and get Covey on 30 maintain position. And let's try and get away with Vetter right here. There we go. And nobody responds. Now we've got a response by Madua, so let's put it up to 75 again with Covey to make sure we are in that wheel ASAP. Let's see, what is Vetter doing up there? Where is he? There he is. Let's put him on 99 with his +5 on the day. This should go alright. Let's do 85 on Covey. Let's see if Vetter can hold on to this. I'm actively blocking the tempo in the group behind. Vetter now has 35 seconds. Let's lower it to 55 now. 3 kilometers to go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Let's start sprinting right now with 1k to go. Sculling as well. But Vetter is going to win the second stage win in a row for Eolo-Kometa. Wow. With a solo attack on the corkscrew climb. We do not win the sprint for second though. That's for Miss Pedersen, head of Caleb Ewan. We found the perfect spot to attack and it brought us 29 seconds in GC. I can't complain. Obviously, Erik Vetter is now the new leader of the Santos to Donanda. Next, we have an uphill sprint into Sterling. This fits Van Aert and Pidcock quite a bit better than Covey and Oldani, but we'll do our best anyway to take the W here. Great! Oldani crashed together with Leonard at the end. There's no way I can get him back because he lost like 3 minutes instantly, so I'm just having him finish the race at this point. Vetter is probably going to try together with Covey. 3.5k to go. My energy expenditure is relatively high. I'm not so happy with that. Let's move it up to 90 with Sculling. Vetter's energy is not perfect. Let us launch with Sculling right. Not yet, not yet, not yet. Right now, Covey in the wheel. He can launch pretty late as well. Let's sprint with 2 people. There we go, Covey. We're not looking good when it comes to energy. Vetter tries to come around, but Van Aert and Pidcock are going to fight for it, I think. Looks like Pidcock is going to take it. Or Schachmann on the right. I think it's Pidcock on this one. But it's going to be really close. Tom Pidcock takes it. Yes, yes. Head of Schachmann and Wout van Aert. Hey, we can't win every stage, as proven by this one. We had 2 stage wins already, so we can't really complain of our Santos to and under so far. GC-wise, nothing really changes. Vetter still in the lead. 28 seconds on Pedersen, 29 on Pidcock. Flat stage time again then. Oldani had a crash last stage. Let's hope it doesn't influence his performance on this one. 3.5 kilometers to go. We've got our train near the front right here, so it's looking good. Sculling doing a perfect lead out. Covey in the wheel, Oldani in last wheel. There we go. Let's start our sprint with Sculling right now. Covey as well as we speak. Oldani's ready in that wheel. We are looking really good, but the other sprinters are in our wheel. Let's see what Oldani can do here. Stewart versus Oldani versus Milano. Oldani, Oldani, Oldani. Come on, come on, come on. Yes, he does it again. He does it again. Second pure sprint. Second victory for Oldani. Wonderful. Absolute monster start to the season by Stefano Oldani. He might not be the world champion anymore, but he surely acts like it. What a sprint again. GC-wise, Stewart gets a bit closer to Vetter, but that's not too big of a deal. On to the Queen stage then. We've got roughly 29 seconds on Tom Pidcock and the rest of the peloton. We've got twice Wollongong Hill. It's gonna be fought on the last one. We'll do our best to not lose 30 seconds, as simple as that. We got ourselves over the first of these Wollongong Hill climbs. The second one is coming up, the final one. Prepping myself with Oldani at the moment. I've got 3 riders in the group still left. We've got good days on all 3, Oldani, Covey and Vetter. Vetter with 79 Hill. On paper, Covey can win the stage if I go for him, but I think I'm going to try and go for Vetter for the simple reason that I want to win GC. I don't care about the stage as much, so I'm going to focus on one thing to not lose the other. Here we go, the climb has begun. 3 kilometers towards the top, energy shell on every single one of our riders. Let's keep it on 85 for now, and let's wait until the tempo rises to up ourselves to a bit higher. Final 2 kilometers, 95, 96, 97, something like that. Let's keep it up, 1k towards the top. Let's wait a bit longer, let's wait a bit longer. Covey can try and launch a bit later, but Vetter might win the stage. Can I gift it towards Covey? That would be nice. Yes, Covey's going to be winning the stage. A 1-2 for Eolo on Old Wollongong Hill. This is going way too well so far. Can I celebrate with both? I cannot. Or can I? Come on, Vetter. Yes, there we go. There we go. Our 4th stage win out of 5 races. What a start to the season. Next to that, we basically secured a GC of the Santos to Donanda. We just don't need to crash in the next flat stage. Adelaide to Adelaide, a flat stage with some tiny hills in there, but they probably won't matter. When it comes to the points classification, we are 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Oldani's the most likely candidate for us. 4 points behind Wout van Aert. So Let's see if we can take that away. Oh my god. +5 on Oldani. We've got 79 sprint only, but all the other stats just exploded. Honestly, everything's looking perfect at the moment. We've got Oldani and Covey sitting nicely. We launched a bit early with sculling though, so not sure if that's going to be an issue or not. I don't think so. I'll launch right now knowing that there's a corner coming up. I want to launch with Covey before that corner. Right now, that is probably way too early. There we go, Oldani can launch. Can he take the victory here? It doesn't look like we will. It doesn't look like we will. Jake Stewart looks like he's doing a wonderful sprint. Jake Stewart is gonna win. Jake Stewart wins ahead of Oldani, but Van Aert is only 5th, it seems. So, on paper, we've got a chance of getting that points classification. First of all, we've got our winner of the Santos Tour Down Under. It is an Eolo rider. We've got 2 riders in 1 and 2, Eric Vetter and Alessandro Covi. What a race by the team. We don't win the points classification by 1 point on Wout van Aert. This hurts so much. If we had gone for 1 intermediate sprint, we'd have had this one. But hey, that's the name of the game. That's cycling. I don't think we can complain how this race went. 1st and 2nd in GC, 4 stage wins. What a stage race for our squad. I'm afraid that's where we'll end today's episode. In the next one, we'll be taking on the UAE Tour and perhaps the Belgian Classics already as well. For now, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.